Some things got messed up, some things were done. Like, I ripped that off. That's looking good now.
I also own a farm.
Here we go. You're now watching the 2024 season of Farming with Duffy Ag. Welcome back to the channel. We have quite the view this morning. Just leaving my buddy's place. And, wow. You excited for the day? So, plan was to work on the corn planter and whatnot. But, based on where I am and everything else like that, they're hauling manure. We're going to haul manure for 2 days. And then we'll get rolling. We got 1.5 inches of rain. It is kind of depressing, to be honest, but we're all in the same boat. So appreciate you guys, and let's go move the manure truck around. Swung through McDonald's, and we are gonna have a good day. I did not stop at the one in Vermont. Stopped at the one. I don't even know what town this is here. Right before Salem. We got, yeah, plastic straws. Oh, I know previously I put a video, we had paper straws and some people got worked up. I get the whole save the turtles thing and all that. Where are we going? We gotta go back out to the light. But at the end of the day, growing up, it was use plastic because we're saving the trees. So it's a reverse of whatever is going on. At the end of the day, as somebody said, other countries don't use it and they don't follow any requirements and stuff like that. And I get somebody's got to do it, but at the end of the day, our little save the world and stop using plastic straws is outweighed by, yeah, third world countries that are polluting everywhere. So do our part, but at the end of the day, drinking anything out of a paper straw is absolutely disgusting. And somebody said, oh, you just get a coffee cup and then have a lid. That's true. Actually, I just realized. So we're saving the world by not having paper straws or plastic straws, but the cup is plastic. I think it was that. Was it that way at the other place? I don't remember now. Well, alrighty. I figured I'd update you guys on our morning breakfast. And it's actually a gorgeous morning, 49 degrees. Been peaceful. So we'll go get the truck started and get moved. We are back. Got the truck started up, checked over everything. We're good to go there. So they ended up drag lining for another day. It might, I think it was 2 days out of this pit. Which, as we see, we'll walk over here. They got it down pretty good. So what is that? 1, 2, 3 foot down, 4 foot down. I think that's a foot each one. I'm not sure, but you can see there's sand piles in some spots. The boat does a good job. And when I say the boat, people have asked, the agitation boat or the crawler, the whole point of that is to agitate sand. Manure pits, or sawdust manure pits is some. Oh, I forgot about it. They're coming up with the blasting rig. I think they blasted off last Tuesday. So, missed that. But the whole point of the crawler slash a boat is to agitate sand. That way it's pumpable. That's the biggest thing. So I know we got a little bit of sand in the truck, and a bunch of people have said you got to get it home and use the pond out back. Well, truck hasn't been home in a month and a half, so it's out here doing work, making it happen. Well, alrighty, I'm gonna feed Yanko this morning. Yeah, got our doggy bag, and then we will get going down the road. I figure as he eats breakfast, we'll go over and check out this R model that's got a silage box on it. It's a old fire truck from town over, and I've always been a fan of fire trucks. They sell them, they get to a certain age and they sell them, they got very low hours and very well maintained because they were fire trucks. So you usually see them for sale and closed or silent auctions or something like that. But I like this setup. I wonder if it's an automatic though. No. Huh. You see a lot of them that are automatics. Got an 8LL. Ooh, this is nice. I'm a big fan. Has Jake brake. Well, it's got the switch. The fact that it has AC is pretty cool. Whew. Yeah, very sharp trucks, very minimally used. So that's cool. That is cool. It's got an 81 sticker. Yeah, 81. You like it, bud? I like it. $82. So yeah, you can tell it's, well, it was a fire truck with the colors and the fire company still on it. Huh. Very neat. We are actually really ahead of schedule, so I'm just wandering around for a minute here. So this is a Rubin 12, and it's a high-speed vertical tillage tool. Breaks up residue absolutely amazing, but you need quite a lot of horsepower to run these, but they boogie right along. So James has a 10, and 10 is supposed to be smaller particles for like seedings. This is larger particles, left residue, stuff like that. But Salem's been pushing them pretty hard. They're the local dealership, and they have quite a lot of them in the market now. European technology and tools coming to the US. Plus Ben, my Australian buddy, well, I guess you're New Zealand, he works for Lemkin, so he covers Australia and New Zealand, I believe. So when we wrapped up last time, I realized that my left blinker on the trailer wasn't working, and I just remembered, and I was like, okay, we gotta go to Napa or somewhere on the way and grab a bulb. Well, it's working now, so it must have been a ground issue. I took the cover off, just tightened it up. There was a lot of corrosion. It goes from stainless steel to aluminum housing, so corrosion in between it from being 30 years old and never getting used. All the lights were like that at the beginning. So we'll get down the road though, about 30-minute ride, 40-minute ride, see what farm we're going to and what we're doing today. Could be a good day. Just after 8, rolling out with first load. This is sawdust manure, so I actually loaded it a quarter full and agitated a bunch, get some of that sand on the bottom all worked up, and hopefully by the end of the day, the tank will be completely empty of any sand. Got quite a run to make, and we'll get going. Right? There's a red dealer and a blue dealer here, so you got out, got to play with them, and then got back in the truck. And we are actually drag lining. It has been such a slow morning. Trucks had to get moved around. We're not running that many trucks. But they're in this corn ground here, and hopefully we have a good day. We don't have that many trucks, like I said. There's only 3 of us today, which for the distance we're running, we should have like 10. So it just is what it is. So I did get out and actually shut the heater core valve off because it was getting warm in the cab. So these old trucks, coolant flows through it no matter what. Especially the valve that we had to pull out. 2 years ago, we never put a new control valve back in, which that's on our list. But yeah, it got pretty warm in here running the distance. So I'll shut that valve. Hopefully we don't have any cold mornings again. I'm sure we will. You guys are bouncing around some. Alrighty. Yeah. It's just gonna be a slow day. Well, not much action. It's actually quick pace because I pull up, dump, leave, pull up, dump, leave. There's no waiting around on the pumps, stuff like that. It's a long distance, that's the thing. But I used to live out this way, so it's always nice reliving your old glory days. This is kind of putting a damper to it. We got a garbage truck somewhere in front of us. And yeah, it's slow going. We're definitely not doing 50. Oh, they're turning off. Okay, it's part of work, but last mile was a little slow. It's always nice when you're working in an area that's got some food around. So ordered Subway to go, just pulled in here, took 1 minute and we got ourselves some lunch. So we'll get ourselves back out of here and keep going. I love technology, I love food. This is actually where we fueled up when we moved the chopper, so it's such a small world. And then I lived up that road. Just wrapping up for the day. Limited trucks, really made it challenging today. Slow pace. We got another truck at least tomorrow, hopefully 2 more. But yeah, Mikey has been running James's truck. James is chopping right now grass. And Mikey's truck's been having some issues over the last few weeks. He's been battling through it, but he hauls manure pretty much every day somewhere. So that's, like I say, it's part of it. Things break down, things struggle, you got to push through, figure it out. So he's gonna hook back to that tank, bring it back to Fairfield, and then he's gonna give me a ride to my pickup. So work together. It's been a quick minute since we've been back here. So when we were moving, if you're new, I pretty much slept in James's house for a while when we were trucking manure and stuff. But Williams College here in Williamstown, Massachusetts, I'm sure hey, our fix is still working. So if you see that strap that goes up and over, that was our fix 2 weeks ago. It's looking good still. That was a infield fix. But yeah, Williams College and Fairfield Dairy farms in and around the area. Oh, they are right into it. Oh, wheel bearing had a little issue on that. That's why that's parked like that. Yeah, big things happening up here. That 6-wheeler R model automatic is stellar. Corn planter's unhooked right now. Yeah. Bunch of tanks, silage bodies are on. So actually the 6 row is hooked right there, but the 12 row is there. So Mikey's gonna drop that, then I'm gonna get a ride to my pickup. We'll have a good day. Oh, it's evening now. No, we're just getting going. Mikey's a little bit behind me. I'll get the Eagle fired up and we're gonna have a good day of manure hauling. Yeah, should be a good one. You don't have to get in here, bud. So, oh yeah, big shifter guy. This is actually James's truck. Why are you revved up? We're not going nowhere. Mowers are on the move. Set us some odds. That would make Brad proud right there. have 2 mower setups now, which is pretty cool. We gotta check them out. I just had a moment and I was watching the cars go by. I went to leave and never took my boom out of it. So yeah, we're missing the elbow that goes on it. Snapped it right off. Oh, it's aluminum too. And it's in the pit. That's not what you want to see. Tail end of the train when we're coming up to the crossing. Well, I guess it's better than the front of the train, but no point in keeping up the pace because we're gonna have to sit at the crossing. Alrighty, well, we ripped. Let me throw you guys up. So we ripped that elbow off. I don't know what I was doing. Wasn't thinking clearly. And then buddy lives right down the road. I texted him. I said, "Hey, who can aluminum weld?" He says, "Me." So I got loaded, headed back. I'll offload, pull down the road, weld it back on, and be good again. And hopefully never do that again. That was dumb. Coming back into Vermont right here, and yeah, there's the train coming across. Wow, it's almost there. We're over at Brandon Jacobson's place, and he's gonna weld it back on for me. Oh. Literally half-mile down past the field that we're bringing in. So good to know. He also does hoses. I did not know that, hydraulic hoses. So it pays to know the right people around, and I just got lucky that I used to live in this area, so I got a lot of friends in this area. Well, we're back running. We'll get back going. We are parked up for the day. Not much action today. Some things got messed up. Some things were done. Like I ripped that off. That's looking good now. Can't even tell it was ripped off other than it's clean. So appreciate it, Brandon. So I closed my drain up because I don't want to lay underneath it, but we got a clamp holding that on, so I got to get all that cleaned up. And why is that? Oh, I don't know why that cage bolt's backed out. Huh. Okay, so that brake's been caged all day. I know it's not the best thing, but when we started at 6 this morning, I was not going to wait 2 hours for the parts department or something for a place to open up. So I just sent it. Right thing, wrong thing? It's all part of farming. You just got to keep going. All right, let me get my tools out, pop that off, and send it home. So we finished today. Because the field we were actually in, we wrapped it up. So we got one more field there, and then on the move to on the move to the next locations, which are at for the same farm. I think we're actually coming up here and hauling from up to here. So we are in beautiful Bennington, Vermont. There's the monument right there. The farm we're actually hauling out of is like over the it's over there too. So this is their heifer facility. It's a heifer facility. We got some beef cows too, but alrighty, let me climb underneath. Got it out. So here it is. Definitely have another one of these, as you see, just blown right out. Went to air up this morning and it wouldn't. So good we got that. Put the cage bolt back in. So if you don't know, there's bolts it's right here on the cans, and some people always say take them out, they'll rust and you'll never be able to get them out when you need them. I've never had that issue. Usually they're not in and I can't find them. And I know people say put them in your glove box of the truck, then I'd listen to them bang around in there all day. Yeah, put them in a bag, this, that, but we just leave them in. So you can pull it out so that brake is not functioning for times such as this, or towing, so caging the drum. But let me throw all tools back in. We'll get packed up and head home. Coming into the valley here, and the sky looks kind of eerie, but I looked up and no rain expected. They got some sprinkles this morning. I think it was this morning. I don't know. Every day blends together, but we might have a celebrity guest come over and hang out with us, so we'll see exactly what goes on. But hopefully we can get some dirt leveled out. So that is my plan. Hook the disc up and make it happen. Well, if you know, then you know. Always love Duffy Ag sticker on the back. Instagram's right there, and some other things there. But look at this. It's cool when your buddies or random people have Duffy Ag on the back. So Austin just showed up and we're gonna get the disc on. Isaiah actually got very stuck, buried himself disking, so I'm hoping we do not have that. Also digging the new rims, they look good. So what we need to do is go get the 75 off the chisel plows. Those should go home tomorrow, and throw that on the disc. We got to put the drawbar back in. So I wish we could just do the snap trick, but it doesn't work that way right now. Right? Snap trick does not work right now. No. I'm digging the rims.
Ghetto, huh?
I'm digging them.
I like them.
I like them too.
I need to clean it up a little bit. You know, front one's got a little brake dust, but
you'll get that on the big jobs. Alrighty, so I'm worked up about the rhubarb
seeds.
So I'm gonna have
Trim these up. Get rid of the seeds unless you want it to grow.
I don't want it to grow because I don't even know what to do with it right now.
Cut your shoots. Cut your seed shoots out.
Hey, welcome to the channel.
You can, you know.
We are currently gardening with Duffy Ag. Is that really what?
A little sour. Usually takes some sugar. It's better when it's younger.
I can't believe it's that good. Somebody told me I was way past, so younger. It went from nothing to something to this in 2 weeks. So okay, we're learning. Alrighty, we're gonna take chisel plows off and
go farming.
Go farming. I gotta put the drawbar. It was muddy. I don't want to talk about it. Isaiah was stuck. Did he send you the snapshots of it?
I got it. Yeah, the speedometer wasn't working actually.
Yeah,
it wasn't stuck. It just speedometer.
Yeah, it was at 0 miles an hour. Yeah. Look at all the mud that is. It. Oh my god. All right.
4640 looks baller.
Don't it? It's gonna be a hell of a planting tractor. I'm very excited.
Definitely helps with weight, huh?
Weight and duals. We got the duals figured out. We just got to get them. So he's broken. But if I got him, I said I'm gonna put you right to work. So he's all about it. We're gonna take the chisel plows off and we're gonna throw, look at the mud that built up. And if you don't know, because every time this comes up, so 7520s do not have a live PTO. And which means when you push on the clutch, PTO stops. In this transmission setup, there is a PTO brake kit. I have yet to actually see one ever installed, so they always turn. But if you grab onto it, it stops. So for all of you who do not know that, who write every time, oh, your PTO is engaged, it just has some drag, so it does that. But there was my factory fix, and as we see, that pin's coming back out. But I told him, I said, if you want to do it, I'll give you a chainsaw and you can go do some logging, because we got to be able to get across. But if I just bought new equipment and everything was kept in the shed, we wouldn't have this issue. And if it didn't rain every other day, we went from every day to every other day. Have you noticed that?
I have noticed that.
Oh my God, it's so nice.
This week's supposed to be nice though.
It's supposed to be, that's why we're pushing. That's why the discs are going on. But is it wet in Canada?
But yeah.
It's wet in Canada. If you guys don't know, Austin's from Canada.
Yeah.
You can tell them about your life.
Ah.
Keep people guessing.
Yep.
Canada. Eh?
Canadian, eh? Parlez-vous français?
Oh yeah. Oui, oui. Ah. Alright.
Because
I did not think about this because I gotta lay underneath where I just put all the dirt to put the hitch back in.
Sounds like a Chris problem.
It sounds like a we problem. It's actually a me problem.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the story of my life right now. I might pull this back out a little bit.
Yeah, up there in Canada, eh? We can't even keep the skidder on dry ground. Bury that thing every time we go out. It's
Tim Simpson, who lives right around here, he said the same thing. All
And
winter
we're
long,
on-
they cut wood all winter long, and they could not get anything done because they couldn't get wood off the landing.
Yep.
He said it's fine. I can cut wood and stack wood all winter, but he said the second I got to get it to a truck, it's done.
Yeah, and then once the truck can get there, now they're not taking pine anymore, so they'll take red pine, not white pine.
I heard that too.
So now we're stuck with many tractor loads of
So
white
if anybody
pine.
wants white pine, I know a guy. I personally know somebody. There's a lot of mud on this from the other day.
I think you just let it dry out and chip dirt off instead.
We ended up putting the disc on and going to dinner. So I guess you guys got to stay tuned for the next video, and we'll get some action of actual disking and hopefully get some more ground, get closer to having our crop in the ground. So a little nervous, but so is everybody else. It has been an interesting spring in most parts of the places. Also, Renner Stock 2024. Very excited to go there. Was talking to Tom Renner the other day. They have a huge lineup. So I will talk about that more in a future video, but it just made me connect to that because when I talked to him, he said since April 1st, they've only been able to get 900 acres in, and they have a lot more than that to go because it's just rained. There's some spots that are awesome and some spots that aren't. Makes me really nervous, and I don't want to end up like last year where we're harvesting late. I want to be done on time, stuff like that, and in a good place. So here I am editing video for you guys, and I'm actually going to go out and keep the disc rolling. So appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one.